Hello and welcome. This is the mousepad that we all know and love, right? Well, the old square or rectangular mousepad made of fabric and kind of a cloth type material with a little bit of a non-stick surface that we use for gaming and winning, right? Well, I would say that the paradigm has changed. So let's talk about what's something new for mousing surface, for something that's going to be for competitive gamers, also for casual players, that really ups the ante here on gaming and gaming mouse pads in particular. This here is a new glass touchpad mouse pad from Llano. So we got a nice, beautiful black, tough packaging here. It looks very nice. And if we open this up, we have here, this is the Llano glass mousepad. We're going to talk about this in this video, but first a quick disclaimer. So this was sent to me by Llano. Regardless, however, all of the opinions you'll hear in this video are entirely my own, and nobody has had editorial review of the content herein. Also, if you like any of the products that I review, please click on the description below to see links to purchase, and they're often accompanied with discount codes specific to my channel here to help you guys save a little bit of money. And of course, if you like my channel and want to support it a little bit further, you can click on the coffee link in the description below to give us a tip. It goes a long way and is much appreciated by independent creators such as myself. Alright, now that we have this out of the box, let's talk about some particulars here of the Scout mousepad. So this is called the Llano High Efficiency Slow Life Professional Glass Gaming Mousepad. This has a smooth mousepad surface with AG, micro etched glass, and is also a hard mouse mat surface with anti-slip rubber base. So we can see here on the back, if you can get your nails into it, we have these rubber pads here which are used to make sure that this stays anti-slip and it doesn't slide around on your desktop, and that's provided on all four corners here. So you're going to make sure that this thing stays nicely anchored on your desk. And because it is made of glass, it has a fair amount of heft to it. There's some weight, which is going to indeed help to keep this thing anchored onto your desk and not sliding around. And if you look at the thickness here, or the thinness rather, this thing is razor thin. We're talking only 3 millimeters here in terms of thickness. And then if we talk about the actual dimensions of this particular glass mouse pad compared to a traditional cloth mouse pad here, so we have this razor mouse pad. This is a much larger mousing surface, so we have the 15.8 inches in this dimension and 17.7 inches in this dimension. It is an extra large size mouse pad, so you're going to be able to get all of those quick kill movements, those hand slides and those whatever gaming movements you need to make sure that you can win. Now let's take this mouse here. So this is my Logitech G604 mouse. So you can see here giving a little nudge. We do have some friction here to make sure that it's not entirely smooth and friction free, because then it would just kind of slide around all over the place. There is a nice amount of friction, but allows you to actually really quickly get to the movement that you need to get those kills and to get those shots in your games. So from that perspective, it's actually nicely done. It is designed particularly for FPS gamers and particularly for competitive gaming. Now, I'm not a competitive gamer, so I'll put that disclaimer out there right up front. But that said, I do like to play some games and I do like to get some kills in Fortnite and Counter-Strike Go 2 or Counter-Strike 2. I've been playing a little bit more lately, and of course Modern Warfare, Warzone as well. So from time to time I do like to jump into those FPS games and get some kills. So it is nice to have a great surface to be able to do that. That's going to give me just that little bit more of an edge to getting those kills, particularly with aiming and moving my mousing hand and my mousing surface. Now keep in mind that this is going to be a very premium device, so you should be very careful with this, but as long as you keep it anchored on your desk, it's not gonna have any issues. You can handle a little bit of wear and tear. Now, if you'll notice here that there's a little bit of a marking here, so I don't know what happened. Maybe somebody put a glass of water or something on it, but it's very easy to do. You grab a little bit of water solution, you spray it on like so, and then you use the included cleaning cloth that's provided by Llano in this nice little pouch. And there we go. We're back to a nice smooth surface once more. So if you need to, feel free to repeat. If I can aim correctly, that is. And you'll notice here that we get back to a nice smooth surface quite easily. So the other thing to point out here is with my nails, it's fairly scratch resistant. So you do get a little bit of marks here, but again, grab that water or the solution, give it a little bit of a spray, use the provided cleaning cloth, give it a wipe, and we're back in business. Can't say that about your mouse pad, I'm sure. So it's a great little handy feature that they've built into this mouse. I really like the fact that it doesn't really get damaged so easily or scratched, because over time your mouse pads start to look pretty awful, and I love the fact that that won't happen to this particular device here. So the other nice thing is, because it's glass, you know, if you're once you're gaming, you know that your hands get heated and you get a little bit of sweaty when that adrenaline is rushing. So because it's glass, it gives you a nice cool surface to rest your hands. So even when you're mousing, this surface will stay cool. So instead of a heating effect with a cloth mouse pad, you're actually going to get a nice cooling effect here when you're in your heated gaming session. So from that perspective, yet another bonus here about this glass mouse pad. Alright, so now let's demonstrate this glass mouse gaming pad here by actually doing a little bit of gameplay. So we're just going to turn the volume down here, and this is Counter-Strike 2. So we're just going to demonstrate basically a match or two. And of course, you know, keep in mind, guys, I'm not a pro at this game, but you can see here it's so easy to keep track, and I can like really, you know, swivel my hand quite easily here. So that means it's going to be a good gameplay experience here, and hopefully we can win a match or two. People always try to come through this gate. Right in the head. Yes, sir. There you have it. We did get one kill, and we managed to win this round. So we'll play another round here. Maybe we'll do 3 rounds just to demonstrate how well this actually works. So it is a little bit noisy, so perhaps you can get some anti-glide feet or whatever it's called, anti-skid, I believe it's called. No, not anti-skid. Some rubber feet for your mouse, so if you do use a glass trackpad, so you can silence some of the noise. It must be hiding in here. Okay, good. There's another kill. Well, one thing this mousepad won't do is help you keep your nerves. Oh, so close. Well, anyway, I think that'll wrap up our demonstration here of this Llano glass gaming mousepad. We can see here that it's a nice smooth surface, easy to track on, and despite my hands getting a little bit, not sweaty, but warm due to the adrenaline rush, you can see that, you know, the surface on the glass mousepad here keeps you nice and cool, so you can continue to actually play the game for extended periods of time without building up too much of a sweat. Alright, they're going that way, so we'll head over here, like going this route. Oop. Alright, let's see how many we can get. Come on, bro. Okay. Oh, so close. Alright, well, I think we're going to wrap it up there. That's a pretty good demonstration. So anyway, I think overall what I have to say is, if you're really into gaming, into FPS games, and you want something that's a better mousing surface, you should definitely look at this Llano gaming mousepad, glass gaming mousepad. And thanks very much to them for sending this out. I really enjoyed my time with this. It is really, you know, a striking piece of equipment. And of course, if you like my content, please click like, please click subscribe, and click that notification bell so you're the first to know when there's new content available here. Thanks very much for watching. We'll see you in the next video.